Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a New Year's message for the sign of Capricorn for the year 2021. So guys, Happy New Year's. I hope it was a wonderful time spent with your immediate family and close loved ones, and definitely a different year than other ones, but wonderful that it has crossed into this new threshold. So take what you feel resonates with this message, disregard the rest. Know that I may get tongue-tied throughout this. It's been happening today. Apologies in advance. But for all my subscribers, guys, I thank you for being here. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates at the end, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. Let me encounter your energy more often. It would be awesome to have you along this ride. So no matter what messages do come through, if they feel like they're for you, you still need to put your feet forward and make moves to make whatever changes you want to happen in your world, okay? So that's your grassroots evolution. That's your personal freedom, the moves that you make, right? The choices you make in this world and the steps you take. So I'm going to take a moment to ask Archangel Michael to jump in, to join us to guide, guard, bless, and protect this reading, myself and any of you who would ask for it. My team of light as well, Archangel Michael and Metatron, to guide, guard, bless, and protect this reading as well, to use me as the clearest channel possible to deliver messages that are only for the highest good of those of us watching and the most far-reaching. So I'm going to start off with a message from the Postcard from Spirit Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I had one flip over in the pre-shuffle, so I'm going to read it, and we're also going to pull another one. So let's pull one more, please, Spirit. This is for Capricorn for New Year's messages for 2021. There's way too many here. Please, one more message for Capricorn. See, they're still sending 3. Maybe it's because the one that flipped was the only one. One message, please, for Capricorn 2021. Please, Spirit. What's one message you would like to tell us for Capricorn? Thank you. Okay, so there's 2. I'm going to read the one that came out here, and then we'll read the one that flipped over. So if I trigger you through this, if something happens like you feel an emotional response or reaction, what was it that you felt, and how can you use this empowered vulnerability going forward to make changes in your day-to-day world for the positive, right? To make the world better for you. So first we have this beautiful cherub going lure or love your dreams, okay? So let's find what you want to do this year. What are you dreaming of? Love them hard, and find a way to achieve them. It says, Dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to spirit and to us. There is amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy and truly empowering. So may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. Loving you so, so, so much. Spirit literally says, loving you so, so, so much. So don't forget that, guys. Intimacy is hard because we build up walls to keep ourselves protected so that we think, right? Because we may have been experienced hurt in the past. But when we put those walls up, we're just telling ourselves that every experience is going to be like this. So therefore, I will not feel everything. I will not let them know the true me. But again, are people really loving us when we don't let them in? Sometimes, like it said, it's really hard because you're open and vulnerable. For a time, it's scary. But you realize that when you tell the truth to the people that you love, to the people that are yours in this world, it's not going to send them running. When we love each other, we're here for each other wholeheartedly. And I feel like there's an unconditional kind of love. And even if you're not feeling it in terms of with another, spirit first and foremost loves you unconditionally. But making sure that with other people in your world, you are opening yourself up, opening your heart up, and allowing yourself to experience vulnerability in a way that's safe for you. My suggestion as well is if you are opening yourself up and this isn't something that's easy for you, let your partner or the person that you're speaking with know. Like, look, like, I have some blocks, I have some walls, I'm working on them, opening up with it, bear with me. So the other one that came out first, I feel like as well, why this card took so long to come is because many of us, it takes a really long time to break through the exterior that we put up. So, this one is be fearless. And when you're talking about walls, be fearless. Let them go. The hardest thing we can do is open our heart. But the most beneficial thing we can do is open our heart as well. Sometimes it's wonderful to give. But there are times you might find yourself over-giving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you are being cut off, where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully with gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people. Maybe you? I know me, it's hard for me to receive as well because I like to be an overgiver in a lot of situations. So then when it comes to me receiving, I feel like, oh no, this is too much. I can't accept it. Many of you may be like that. Okay. You do not need a this for that in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced you have to do everything alone and with no help. Let your well be filled. Field, if you need it to be filled too. Filled. We all love you so, so much. So first off, Spirit loves the heck out of you guys. But secondly, you are flossom. You are awesome and beautiful in all your flaws and everything that you think is a flaw or you think that someone may not love about you. The people that love you love the whole you. I am hearing a quote from Dirty Dancing, and it's when Baby goes to see her dad and he's sitting by the lake after her and Johnny have been found out. And he's, talking about, the father's talking about how disappointed he is. And he's like, Dad, when you love someone, you have to love all of them, not just the parts that you're proud of. And I feel like this as well is we want to love all of ourselves, not just the parts that we're proud of, not just the stories that we're proud of, but it's time to start telling different stories so that if we're not proud of the stories we've spoken of in the past, we're creating new ones. We're no longer holding on to old, outdated narratives, and here we're allowing people to love us. And two of these cards have both brought up vulnerability. So if you're not feeling comfortable being vulnerable, one thing I may suggest, as I was guided to show you, this is Silver Sheen Obsidian. You may want to hold on to some black obsidian. You may want to hold on to something that makes you feel really, really grounded, really, really present here. And I'm feeling like as well heart chakra stuff. But like you could wear, this is calcite, some green calcite. I think this is, I've got some jade here, a little Buddha jade. But there could be the green dragon as well as I have here for your heart or for connecting with the earth as well. I feel like, and for some of you, this vulnerability isn't just with other people, it's with spirit. So listening for spirit and connecting with your own inner self, right? That self inside that knows the way. So, going to bring a message now from the Muse Tarot and see what messages we have. Spirit, what messages do you have for Capricorn for New Year's messages 2021? What messages do you have for the sign of Capricorn? How can Capricorn go about developing more intimacy is what I was thinking. And you get the wheel in reverse, the 5 of Wands in the reverse, or the 5 of Inspiration. I'm going to get some clarity, guys, because I feel completely blocked from that. Tell me. I feel like there's something, a cycle's not done, right? So there's something that not yet completed, or it's not the right time. You have So I won't show you all that fell because it stacks like that. But Three of Voices is here in the reverse with the Nine of Voices and the Five of Emotions and the Ten of Material. Things could be within family life here. I saw because of the sun's on the bottom. I feel like I just lost a card. This person feels like they're hiding. They're in pain. They're sad. They've closed themselves off and they're not talking to anybody, but their heart's broken and their world feels like it's upside down. This Five of Inspiration, this Five of Wands. Five of Wands often is about internal struggles. To me, this is mirrors. This is reflections that we have had or can have. This, in the reverse, I feel like is a good thing. Because some of what is being talked about in the postcards is talking about needing to love ourselves, needing to open up, and Spirit saying, you know what? I feel like why the Wheel is here in the reverse, and the Wheel is about changes, right? Going on to the next. Until we let down the old baggage, the old mirrors, and the old stories, like he was saying, that narratives that we tell each other or tell other people about ourselves, these narratives may be based in hurt or in fear-based thinking and things that have us hidden behind a closet door. Also, one of the things I'm picking up on this card from is, though, no matter if you try and hide it, your spirit and your soul still feel this. You're sending out invisible signs and signals out into the airways. I'm hearing also here there may be people who pick you up in the astral realm as well with these stars, that this is also Spirit, that you may hide behind a closed door, but Spirit knows you're hurting. Spirit knows that you're upset. So hand off your cares and worries to him. Archangel Michael, I think that's who is him, but Spirit in total, not just him. Like, talk to your spirit guides, talk to your angels. The Nine of Voices here with the Five of Emotions. This Nine of Voices is a little bit different because it's not so much about fear, but this to me is about sleeping your life away. Finding ways to sleep most of the time. This could be depression as well, but not being connected fully to the real world. For some of you, this could be finding solace in astral travel, finding solace in sleep. But I think it's really important to remember to connect to your body here. With the Five of Emotions too, she's clinging and she's clasping this. This card I just did, Gemini. This card came out in Gemini as well, with holding on to the moon, holding very tightly to hidden emotions that we don't want the rest of the world to see because probably they hurt. They may have turned us a little icy, and it's a transition time. With the Wheel here, it's not yet changed, but I feel like it's revving up and ramping up to do so. Let's get a little bit more, please, Spirit. What else can you tell us about this? So we need to remove ourselves from our own hurdles, the stories that this card was going to come. The Two of Inspiration. This is the Two of Wands, about making a choice, but making a choice and actually sticking to this, to making an action choice, to knowing that there is different avenues that we can take. Which one am I going to? And this is pretty far reaching as well, if you can see with this particular telescope. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're taking these steps and whatever action is happening right now, but action could be planning and plotting and trying to figure out just how do I go about this. Tell me more about this decision, please. You get the Nine of Inspiration and the Nine of Wands. Often the Nine of Wands is this wounded kind of warrior, but this one is not. She is very sure of herself. Her battle or her journey has just made her wiser. It's almost like, to me, in the upside down of this Five of Wands, if you can see, it's kind of a pale orange, whereas this one is very bright, very vibrant, very sure of herself, very sexy, very alluring, and also not afraid to walk away from things, not afraid of experiencing peril, because she has made it through rough terrain to be where she is. So this 9 of inspiration is also with the 2 of inspiration. I feel like this is going after your dreams and your aspirations. And that card that said love your dreams, go after what you love. The 9 of voices here, this is like your higher self watching over your sleeping self, and all spirit kind of trickling down. So this could be, pay attention to your dreams, but go after things that you want in your world passionately. Don't be afraid to, see if something seems too far-sighted, to take it in steps. There's 2 9s though, so that gestation is definitely like time's up. Like it's time to birth a new existence. And for some of us, this new existence is literally changing a narrative. Can you tell me about the narrative that's being changed? You have the moon here. This is the ruling planet of the of Cancer, but this is also a full moon. So by the next full moon, we just had a full moon December 29th, I think. I'm not sure what it was in, but there could be energy that is helping you from that full moon. But I also feel like this is around the full moons this year. It may be really important to use this moon magic to connect with the moon, to do moon rituals, but to also kind of declutter, right? To let the endings happen with the full moon. So also maybe writing down a journal. When the full moon comes, because this wheel is another turn, what is completing? What is ending? What am I letting go of to a new cycle to start? And is there something I'm doing that's blocking me from actually starting a new cycle? This is also being in touch with our feminine intuition, being connected with the ethers. And if you see here, this is very interesting, these 2 like shadow or like ghost versions of self kind of making a choice. She's meditating, connecting with the wild unknown, and they have 2 different paths here, a black and a white, a yin and a yang, and hers the space in between. You can choose which path, but you need to do it what's right for you. And in some ways, this isn't what we can see with our telescope. This is what we can feel, right? We're going to go towards where we feel, but we're going to do this in a very tangible way. You have the 8 of inspiration, crossing through a threshold into a new version of reality, and bending and twisting reality here as well, but not being afraid to plot forward in the most ridiculous footwear that you could wear in the sand. That this is believing in yourself, so that rather than sinking down into this and having trouble, you can walk on top of it. You don't even need to actually touch the ground, because your reality is an illusion. You can you also have the Empress. So to me, this is moving towards the Empress, towards your feminine energy within yourself, your divine feminine essence. This could be a person in your life, but I feel like this is, once you can tap into the universal divine feminine energy, once you tap into your own intuition and you start believing in yourself with the 8 of Wands, things can go quite quickly. Removing the hurdles and finally changing this narrative on this heartbroken hurt to something that is inspired, and to something that has been had time to rest and is well gestated, is what I heard. So with this particular Empress, I believe, to me, this is about heart chakra region. This is the mother figure of the universe. This is loving, this is kind, this is creative, and this also speaks to me about the interconnectedness and planetary alignment and energy that we all have going on. That our Earth Mother, Gaia, isn't just being, growing and flourishing and being our planet. It's also being energized or affected by rays and energy from different planets. But this heart, this is even coming from the Earth Mother, or a just universal mother the Empress, the creative energy within us, this feminine, divine feminine creative energy, it comes from our heart space. And in a lot of the December reading messages, I kept getting one card for my self-care oracle or self-help, I don't remember which one it was called, I'm sorry. But it was talking about our astral travel and our auric chakra. And in this particular one, the quote was that our heart has more power than 108 suns, the power of 108 suns, and way more powerful than our mind and our intellect. Creating from a place of love within our heart, we can create solar systems and universes and life. Okay, so don't underestimate what the love you have inside can actually do. Don't underestimate yourself either. And also don't underestimate your magic, your feminine friggin' magic. Okay? Once it starts to go, so this could be travel, but I feel like once it starts to happen, it could happen fast. But again, let go of those outdated mirrors. They're not there to serve you. They're showing a different version of you. Change every day. You don't have to hold on to something, that speaks to you from the past or that is a past version of you. So I have the Healing with the Angels Oracle. Capricorn, I was picking this up. You have new endeavors in romance. For some of you, this could be with a new partner. For some of you, this with an existing partner. For some of you, this is definitely this Empress and this Moon. There could be energy kind of in the ethers for you. But I feel like if there's not a romantic partner in your world, some of the reflections and the heartbreak that you've held on to are actually impeding your romantic adventures because it's not keeping you aligned with what's best for you. But this could also be romancing yourself, having a bath, taking care of yourself, right? Asking for help when you need it, depending on what it is, but also being intimate with other people. This is romance, right? When we allow another person into our heart to see the true us, this is romance. So focusing also on romance, the last one, miracles as well. So this year there's a big thing on romance. There's a big thing on creating and connecting with your feminine energies and really birthing in a new world for yourself, and one that is inspired, because there's a lot of fire. 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 8 of Wands. There's a lot of fire here, and it's just about making sure that you're tapping into the feminine part of yourself as you're moving forward, and you're doing it from a heart-centered way. That miracles do exist. Romance comes to you when we least expect it, and it definitely looks like this message is just telling you, be your true self. People will love you just as you are. All right, the people that are meant for you anyway. Let's see, this is from the Jeepers. Sacred Rebels Oracle. One card for Capricorn to close this out. Relax the holes of darkness and be at cause. So for some of you, one ritual that would be really awesome would be call in the white light down through your crown from the universe. Ask it to come down through and cleanse all your energy, all your chakras, to move down through your feet and just kind of like create a new even flow, to release anything that's negative or inauthentic down through your feet, and also imagine that white light swirling around. So whatever the darkness is, be it self-reflection, be it fear, be it heartache, grief, Spirit's asking you this month, release that hold of darkness, because miracles really are here, right? And when we can release the hold of the darkness, that's when we can see that there's actually light. The darkness is around us, the light is within us. So that's what I have for you guys. Happy New Year, and I love yous. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.